We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody to the raw food world. My name is Matthew Monarch.
And you've got a beard today.
Angela keeps playing Phantom of the Opera, and I can't get it out of my head.
The horses like to eat the sofa that's outside on the porch.
Angela is a beautiful iridescent goddess princess.
Baba.
And she's got a nice bum.
Baba!
Angela says her life's never gonna be the same after going to Podocarpus. Maybe you can explain it to them.
We just went for a walk, as some of you probably already know, if you've seen our blogs or videos or things like that, in the nearest national forest to us here in Ecuador, which is called Podocarpus, and it was amazing. I've been wanting to go there ever since we got here, and we never made it. I really wanted to go on my birthday a couple of weeks ago. Then the dogs got really ill, and we just didn't make it until this weekend. And it was just amazing to be in that environment. It's, as far as we know, it's primary forest. You know, it's untouched, completely virgin. It's never been clear cut and replanted or anything like that. It's just original forest, and it's so rich. Just so much biodiversity, so much greenery, and it's like moist, and the air is like, you can just feel it as it goes in. It's like wet and just rich. And so we had an amazing walk there just for a couple of hours. You know, we were just there for a couple of hours, but I came out of there feeling like as if my life was forever changed. There was something really magical about being in that kind of space that doesn't have that energy of modern human madness going on in it. Even though it's, you know, it's a tourist attraction, it has like paths and little signposts and stuff like that. But even despite things like that being there, you just get this sense of this incredible presence of nature, like true, clear nature. And then we came out of there, and you know, every tarmac roads and cars and houses and churches and people, and everything just looked like complete madness coming out of there. And even things that we think of as kind of like eco things, like running an organic farm or running some kind of eco-friendly business, or you know, eating a superfood smoothie or something, you know, things that people think like, oh, that's so green, that's so healthy, that's so eco. Everything just seemed ridiculous in comparison to being in that kind of pristine environment that is just so clear and so just rich with like true vibrancy. And just to think that that's always there in the background, you know, and we just have this madness of modern human life going on, kind of like superimposed over the top of what's quietly going on in the background, those whole ecosystems, all of that lush greenery and just pure energy out there. So, yeah, it was kind of like a reverse culture shock to come out of there back into this kind of reality and just think, what on earth are we humans doing? We just seem so bizarre, our presence here. No other species behaves anything like we do, from what I can see. So that's what my experience was.
Didn't we we were talking about, because like this is the way the Earth originally was, and when we were there, it was like I went into instinct, like, what would I eat? I started eating little leaves and, like, that were mineral rich. We really require very little food, but we're just so toxic, we detox like crazy for living there. We might not even survive if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, like, all the food that Angela was saying when we were having lunch when we got back, she's like, that oil is so concentrated. I was eating hemp oil. That's just nasty. Like we've evolved to, like, being able to eat oil processed somehow.
Like, how on earth would you get hold of oil living in a... Like, how would you get even a watermelon living in a forest?
Cucumber. I mean, we eat these, like, meals that are, like, this size, and, like, it's just...
It was really interesting to contemplate, you know, how would a human be if they grew up in that kind of environment? That was something we were thinking about when we were out there, you know, like, where would they live? What would they eat? What would their breathing be like? What would their connection with nature be like? And I was also reflecting on something I've heard Daniel Vitalis talking about at times about we've become so much like an alien in our environment that you see people going out to walk in places like that and they're dressed as if they were, you know, going on a space mission or something. They're dressed in all these special clothing and they have these backpacks full of all these different things that they need to be in that kind of environment. We're just like aliens. We're so strange.
I can't get this song out of my head. It just plays over and over. Who is the beautiful goddess right here?
Lava.
It is Angela Stokes Monarch. This is Matt at Monarch, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Maybe we'll take you back into Podocarpus at some point. I think we'll be visiting there more often. We liked it a lot.
At the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.